Hello and welcome back to the channel where flavor knows no borders. This is Food Around Me.
From ancient rituals to modern dinner tables, red meat has never been just food. It's a symbol of power, sex, and dominance. And men, we've been taught to eat meat. But why? Congratulations! You've just earned your man card because you bit into a juicy, medium-rare steak. Why? Because science suggests that red meat might make you feel more confident, more assertive, and believe it or not more masculine. But this isn't just a story about protein or calories. It's about culture, power, and sex hormones.
If you've made it this far, maybe your curiosity isn't average. Maybe you don't just eat to survive, you eat to understand, so don't just scroll away. Drop a thought in the comments, something only you would say. Like this video if it sparked anything inside you. And hit subscribe, not for the algorithm, but for the next question you never knew you needed. Because here, we don't feed the masses, we feed the minds that wonder.
Part 1. Why do men crave red meat? Across cultures and decades, red meat has been marketed and perceived as fuel for real men. Not just food, but a badge of masculinity. From sizzling steaks in pickup truck commercials to flame-grilled burgers in testosterone-driven action films, red meat is rarely just about taste. It's a performance, a statement. Studies have shown many men subconsciously associate red meat with strength, dominance, even leadership. It's what the alpha male is expected to order, while the beta gets the kale salad. Meanwhile, plant-based foods like quinoa, lentils, or oatmeal, often categorized, unfairly, as feminine or soft. It's not that every man genuinely loves beef, but many were raised to believe a real man eats big, eats bold, eats like a warrior preparing for battle. The craving, then, isn't just biological, it's cultural conditioning. A lifetime of silent messaging that says, to be a man, you better chew on something that once roared. In Japan, raising Wagyu isn't just animal farming, it's a way of life. Each cow is treated like royalty, kept in pristine conditions, fed a specialized diet, and most importantly, kept free from stress. Their diet includes grains, rice bran, even beer, depending on the region and breed. And not every cow qualifies as Wagyu. Only those that meet strict criteria in genetics, marbling, tenderness, and color receive the official stamp. People say, Wagyu isn't a fast food, each bite is a lesson in patience and dedication. Its signature marbling melts at body temperature, delivering buttery texture and rich flavor. No sauce is needed, just salt and heat, that's enough for a flavor explosion. In Japan, eating Wagyu feels like a ritual. You're not just eating beef. You're tasting a piece of the nation's soul. Part 2. Does testosterone play a role? Let's get into the science. Red meat isn't just tasty, it's nutrient-dense. Packed with iron, zinc, vitamin B12, and complete protein, all critical for supporting testosterone production. And what does testosterone affect? Pretty much everything that makes men feel. Well, like men, sex drive, muscle growth, assertiveness, confidence, even risk-taking behavior. So yes, from a biological point of view, eating red meat can give men a hormonal boost that reinforces masculine traits. But here's the twist, you don't need to inhale ribeyes every day to be a man. In fact, too much red meat can backfire, increasing the risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, and inflammation. It's a balancing act, not a steak-eating contest. Part 3. The not-so-tasty truth about red meat. Let's talk side effects, because for all the power it represents, red meat comes with a cost. Overconsumption of red and processed meats is linked to heart disease, colorectal cancer, liver dysfunction, chronic inflammation. That's not a conspiracy, that's science. In fact, the World Health Organization classifies processed meats, like bacon and sausage, as Group 1 carcinogens, alongside tobacco and asbestos. So here's the paradox, Why does something so biologically risky carry so much gender symbolism? Why do we romanticize steak like it's a rite of passage for manhood, while quietly ignoring what it does to our arteries? The answer may not lie in the meat itself, but in what we project onto it: power, dominance, rebellion, and the freedom to choose pleasure over caution. Part 4. Is red meat a symbol of power? Let's go back in time. In many cultures, meat used to be a luxury, rare, expensive, and reserved for the elite. Kings feasted on roasted game, warriors dined on beef after battle. Meanwhile, peasants survived on grains, roots, and whatever they could forage. So yes, meat was power. It meant wealth, strength, control over resources. And that symbolism didn't disappear. Today, in subtle ways, it still lingers. We still see meat as a status food. Businessmen close deals over steak dinners. The bigger the meat, the more alpha you look. Even gender roles sneak in. Men are expected to eat big, heavy, manly food. Salads, often mocked as rabbit food. So eating red meat isn't just a biological act. It's a performance of power, masculinity, and identity. Ever seen someone pour a pot of sizzling butter onto raw beef? In South Korea, this butter steak is going viral. A thick, juicy cut of beef is placed on a hot stone pan. And then comes the moment. A stream of 300 degrees Celsius molten butter is poured on top. The sizzle, the smoke, the smell of butter caramelizing with meat. It's like grilling with the fire of the food gods. No fancy seasoning, just salt, pepper, garlic, and lots of butter. What's cool? You cook it yourself, right at your table. The steak slowly cooks in the butter bath, tender, rich, and mouth-melting. It's a feast for both the eyes and the appetite. This isn't just a meal, it's a full-on flavor performance. A perfect showstopper for anyone who loves steak and is obsessed with butter. Part 5. The freedom to choose. So in the end, this isn't about whether red meat is good or bad. It's not a war between beef and broccoli. It's about awareness, choosing what you eat based on how it makes you feel, not what society says it should mean. Love meat? Go for it. Prefer plants? Fantastic. Both can be powerful, in different ways. But here's the point. Don't let a dish define your identity. You're not less of a man for eating salad. You're not more of a man for eating steak. Real masculinity, it's not on your plate. It's in how you carry yourself, how you treat your body, and how you treat others. So eat what makes you strong, not just in muscles, but in mind. And let's stop measuring manhood by what's for dinner. If you think Dubai is all gold, supercars, and shopping malls, think again. Hidden in this glittering city are spots that could make BBQ lovers cry tears of joy. And this right here might just be the best smoked ribs and brisket you'll ever find in Dubai. Each rib is slow smoked for over 8 hours, fall off the bone tender, marbled with fat, infused with oak smoke, and deeply seasoned all the way through. To brisket, you don't even need a knife. One gentle pull and it falls apart, crispy bark on the outside, juicy melt in your mouth layers on the inside. This isn't your sticky sweet BBQ drowned in sauce. It's true Texas style. Bold, smoky, honest meat. No gimmicks, no cover-ups, just meat, and that sacred silence after the first bite. Yes, even in the desert, you can find barbecue that would make a Texan nod in approval. Beef or salad, male or female, eat what empowers you. Choose food with understanding, not under pressure. Sometimes, the manliest move isn't doubling your portion. Today, I'm choosing the damn salad. Because in truth, strength isn't on the plate. It's in how you own your choices. Big bites, small bites, meat or plants, all valid. As long as it's your decision. Not a whisper from ads or a mold from society. And if someone laughs because you picked the greens, just smile back and say, "This leaf might be stronger than your entire steak."